Hello guys. The last video I made, it was on how to host a website server, a website on Red Hat Linux using Apache server. Right now, I'm on the website right now. Let me just move this out of my way. So this is the default page for HTTPG, the Apache server, showing that this Red Hat Linux is now running as a web server. It's working. But look at the IP address that we type on the web browser, which gives us the web page. So, and ideally, when we're talking about website, it's domain name we normally use. So, today I'm going to show you how we can configure a domain name, how we are going to set up a virtual host with domain name. So rather than seeing the IP address, we are going to put the domain name. So I'll go back to my terminal now. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a directory. So let me just copy the command I'm going to use to create the directory. The directory is going to be a website directory. That is where we are going to put the website files. We are going to put the website files in the directory I'm going to create. So this is the command to create a directory. Let me just edit. I want to remove the sudo. Well, I'm a super user root. I'm running now as a root, so I don't need the sudo command. So the directory has been created. So if I decide to check the permission of the directory, who owns the directory and what's the permission on it? So let's permit not giving me what I wanted. Let me put so you can see it's root user that owns the directory. So I want the system user that is named Apache to own the directory. So we are going to change directory. I'm going to change directory so it can be owned by the system user. So how do I do that? I'm going to run a command. This command to replace the owner of the directory. Colon Apache. So let me put option there. Then likewise, I want to give it a permission. Give it permission. To do that, I'm coming. Let me just show that we've changed the owner now to Apache. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to uh, I want to change the permission. So ch mode is what I'm going to use to change the permission. So I've changed the permission. So the next is that there is a configuration file which we are going to put some script on. So let me copy Let's just first connect to the configuration file. So this is configuration file. So I put this script here. I just copy it. I don't want to be typing it. It takes some time. I don't want this video to be long. So we are changing now. The domain name which we want to put on the browser to load the web page is app.samtech.online. The document root, like the directory that we created now, that is the document root for the website that we are going to be creating. So we just put this script here now. The next thing I have to save it. I have to save it and log out of the system. So anytime you make changes on configuration file, you have to restart the Apache server. So I have to restart the Apache server. But to do that, let me see if we are syntactically correct. Our syntax is okay. Let's see if our syntax is okay. To do that, I'll type httpd-t. So it should tell me if there is no error in that script that we just saved now. So you can see now it says it's okay. So the next thing I have to restart the Apache server. So I can use the load or restart. So I'm going to use the load. So after doing that now, if I decide to go to the web browser and type the domain name which we are trying to replace with the IP address, let's see what we are going to get. Let's see where we're going to get. So I'll keep this open. I'll keep this open. I'll use another one. So let me use this. Let's see. So the website is trying to load the web page. So you can see now that it's saying that we are having trouble finding that site. So we can't connect to server app.samtech. This is the issue of local DNS. So the DNS, we didn't set this DNS. So let's set the DNS. Once we set the DNS, we try it again. To set the DNS, look at DNS. I'm just going to do bin / host. So I'll come here. So I'm going to type the IP address of my web server. Then I type the domain name. Domain name app.samtech.online. This is all what I need to do here. So I need to log out of here. How to save it and exit. So let's go back to our web browser and reload it and see. So we can see now with the domain name that I've written, it has loaded the default web page. So I can choose to change this if I want to. Let me change it to, let's change it. What would I do? Yeah. Let me show you how to. Let me just change it to a simple index. Let's create an index HTML. HTML, index HTML. This is a web server running on near that Linux video. Put the direction logo there. So let's run it and see. So let me see. Let's load the web page. So can you see? So it shows now that the domain name now is working and our web server is still hosting the website. So I can decide to copy a website directory there if I have any website files there. Let me see if I have it seems to have okay, this econ website title. I'm going to copy to that part. Let me copy to that part. We are now the website I'm going to host it for us. So let me no let me I don't need the index. So I get this out of the way. So I'm going to read the command housing dash av econ. So I'll copy all the files in the econ folder to the website folder that we just created. So let's now check it now by loading the web browser and see. So you can see now it's working now. So rather than using the IP address, we are using the domain name. So that's how to configure virtual host file. So change the IP address to domain name, where we are now seeing app.samtech.online. So that will be end of this video. I'm going to make another video where we are going to use a secure HTTPS. This we are using HTTP. I know HTTP is not a secure hypertext. So for us to make our website to be secure, we are going to use HTTPS. So how do we do that? That will be on the next video. So have a